Guys, whether you like Lindsey Graham or not, Lindsey Graham passed away at the age of 71. He was in the middle of a re-election campaign. He had just won his primary. And I'm going to say the Senate just got a whole lot weaker for President Trump. Graham wasn't just another senator. He was one of Trump's most loyal warriors, a true fighter for America. Now, I'm not going to sit here and bash Lindsey Graham. I have my criticisms of Lindsey Graham, just like many of you. But I'll say this. The Senate is already in chaos. It was already in a situation where we couldn't get policy passed, like the Save America Act. Lindsey Graham had a very storied past. I think he had been in the Senate since 2002, I believe. Lindsey Graham was not married. Many people say that. Nobody talks about Lindsey Graham's mother and father dying whenever he was a young kid and him taking care of his sister. I'm not here to brag about Lindsey Graham. I'm also not here to trash Lindsey Graham. I'll leave that to the Democrats, and I'm going to show you what they're already doing this morning. The same people that celebrated Charlie Kirk's death by having parades. Lindsey Graham was a Trump ally. He was always in lockstep with the President of the United States. The President of the United States wanted to get the Save America Act passed. And that just got a hell of a lot tougher. John Thune, the Senate Majority Leader, I don't know who he's working for right now, but we're about to find out. We know the situation with Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is out of office right now. Let's just say that. Okay? And there have been multiple things posted by the Iranian regime. This is today's front page from an Iranian state newspaper, if you want to call it that, for the people over there that can read. Shows a picture of Bibi Netanyahu, Donald Trump, Pete Hegseth, some other staff members, Marco Rubio. So what are your thoughts here? I believe what you're going to see is multiple people trying to take credit for this. Look at this, Lindsey Graham in the bottom right. This is another mostly peaceful but fiery religion over there. Lindsey Graham marked off the list. And whether it was back in Trump's tough stance on China, which Lindsey Graham was all for, backing tough stances on Iran, securing the border, Graham stood shoulder to shoulder when Trump needed him. But here's the cold reality. This death of Lindsey Graham is a massive blow to Republican Senate control. We're already talking about razor-thin margins. Before we get too far, hit the like and subscribe, smash the thumbs up. Let's get this out there. The Democrat Party is probably going to have parades, campaign fundraising. They're going to try to take this seat. One or two bad flips, Mitch McConnell's replacement, we don't know what's going on with that right now. But we need every Republican Senate seat we can get. If we've got to get Lindsey Graham to vote with a seance table or a Ouija board on the Save America Act, I'm for it. Nobody wants to talk about, the Democrats don't want to talk about Dianne Feinstein when she was rolling in, and I believe they had the horse whisperer voting for her. But one or two bad flips, Mitch McConnell's replacement as leader is staring at a Democrat-controlled Senate that will block everything on Trump's agenda. John Thune will be the minority leader. He's not much of a majority leader right now. But Trump's agenda, judges, military funding, border security, you name it. And you better believe the Democrats and their, make sure my mic is working, globalist donors are already salivating and cash. I bet they're stacking cash right now to send to South Carolina. So what's going to happen right now with Lindsey Graham and this whole thing down there? The governor of South Carolina, I believe his name is McMaster, he will appoint an interim replacement for Lindsey Graham. They're about to dump tens of millions. I saw that comment. They're about to dump tens of millions into South Carolina to try and flip this seat blue. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if Iran sends some of the cash Obama gave them back to South Carolina and their proxies. Because we've already had a Supreme Court ruling, there's no limit on campaign finance. Neville Roy Singham and George Soros are sending pallets of cash to Charleston, South Carolina. They're going to funnel this in there through dark money groups to make it happen. Now, the big question a lot of us are going to be scratching our heads for is who replaces Graham? Will it be a solid Trump, make America great again loyalist, or another establishment rhino? Where's Nikki Haley right now? I want you to stick with me. We're going to break down the math, the money, and what all this chaos means for America. Okay? This couldn't have happened at a worst time. I've got to pull this back up so you can see this. Because while some people will mourn Graham, let's not forget Iran had him in their crosshairs right here. This guy was public enemy number one for the mullahs. Graham was one of the strongest voices pushing for maximum pressure on Iran. I don't agree with everything he said, everything he did, but you knew where he stood on foreign policy. And you knew he wasn't a friend to some of these losers in Iran. Iran and their proxies repeatedly threatened U.S. officials who supported strikes. Graham was on their rhetorical target list. You can see it right here. Some people call Lindsey Graham a war hawk. You don't have to like him. But be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Because months ago, he was openly calling for hitting Karg Island, Iran's export hub, and he wanted more aggressive action. Now with Graham gone and the Senate in chaos, Iran sees weakness, which explains their recent attacks last night and some of their escalated threats. Was this random? Graham was the guy who wanted to choke off their money, destroy their ability to attack us and our allies. His death is a gift to the Democrat Party, a gift to Tehran. And you can bet they will be partying in the streets with the Democrats. And Democrats are going to prepare to spend millions flipping his seat. This all connects to the Senate majority and Trump's agenda. And I ran some numbers. I ran some math on this morning when I saw this pop up in my feed. And the margins are already razor thin. There's so many senators that we already don't trust. We'll say that. Let me go here. Let me pull this up. Republican Senate seats, 52, including the vacancy from Graham. 45 Democrats, 2 independents. They always caucus with the Democrats. That makes it 47. South Carolina Governor McMaster will appoint a Republican replacement. This keeps a seat red in the short term. They'll hold a November 2026 special election. That person will remain the remainder of the term. South Carolina is deep red, so Republicans are heavily favored to hold it. Graham's death, McConnell's health issues weaken GOP leadership and fundraising. If Republicans lose 2+ other competitive seats in November, they lose the majority. What do you think in the chat the first thing Democrats will do if they gain the majority? Are you ready to see Hakeem Jeffries as Senate Majority Leader? Chuck Schumer? Hakeem Jeffries? Well, you take your pick right now. Who is the perfectly wrong replacement? Let me go here. I want to see what the different outlets are running with this morning. Let's see what they got.
Republican South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham has died at 71 years old. His office writing, quote, "On the evening of Saturday, July 11th, U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham passed away from a brief and sudden illness. Senator Graham's family appreciates prayers this time and asks for privacy during this incredibly difficult period."
At this hour, no cause of death has been revealed, but police reportedly responded to a cardiac arrest call at his home and were seen carrying a person away on a stretcher to an awaiting ambulance. Senator Graham had just returned from Ukraine, where he met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in Kyiv as part of his efforts to end the war with Russia.
President Trump paying tribute to the longtime senator and his close ally. He posted, quote, "Senator Lindsey Graham, one of the greatest people and senators I have ever known, is dead. He was always working and was a true American patriot. Lindsey will be greatly missed. Details and arrangements to follow. So sad."
And reactions pouring in from around the world. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu posting, quote, "Israel has lost one of its greatest friends. America has lost a patriot." Senate Majority Leader John Thune says, quote, "His influence on the federal judiciary."
Let's look at this. John Thune. Is everyone understanding now how important the delay by John Thune to not pass the SAVE Act has been? By John Thune delaying the SAVE Act, this is huge, ladies and gentlemen. Huge. Whether you like Lindsey Graham or not.
Our national defense and his beloved South Carolina will be felt for generations. And in his home state, fellow South Carolina Senator Tim Scott writes, "Lindsey remained committed to public service and doing what he loved. He always introduced levity and brought wit to the most challenging moments." And Governor Henry McMaster remembers him as the fiercest of fighters for South Carolina and America, and a loyal and steadfast friend.
I want to show you something else that I ran across this morning that I think is really important, that we don't forget. This guy was a pit bull. There's Dianne Feinstein right there, right? Feinstein, Grassley. Listen to this.
Are you aware that at 9:23 on the night of July the 9th, the day you were nominated to the Supreme Court by President Trump, Senator Schumer said, 23 minutes after your nomination, "I will oppose Judge Kavanaugh's nomination with everything I have. I have a bipartisan, and I hope a bipartisan majority will do the same. The stakes are simply too high for anything less." Well, if you weren't aware of it, you are now. Did you meet with Senator Dianne Feinstein on August 20th?
I did meet with Senator Feinstein.
Did you know that her staff had already recommended a lawyer to Dr. Ford?
I did not know that.
Did you know that her and her staff had this allegations for over 20 days?
I did not know that at the time.
If you wanted an FBI investigation, you could have come to us. What you want to do is destroy this guy's life, hold this seat open, and hope you win in 2020. You said that, not me. You've got nothing to apologize for. When you see Sotomayor and Kagan, tell them that Lindsey said hello, because I voted for them. I would never do to them what you've done to this guy. This is the most unethical sham since I've been in politics. And if you really wanted to know the truth, you sure as hell wouldn't have done what you've done to this guy. Are you a gang rapist?
No.
I cannot imagine what you and your family have gone through. Boy, y'all want power. God, I hope you never get it. I hope the American people can see through this.
They're this close. They're this close to getting power. This close. This is a clip that you should never forget.
Sham. That you knew about it and you held it. You had no intention of protecting Dr. Ford. None. She's as much of a victim as you are. God, I hate to say it because these have been my friends. But let me tell you, when it comes to this, you're looking for a fair process. You came to the wrong town at the wrong time, my friend.
That is the most prophetic part of that whole thing. If you want fairness, D.C. is not where you get it. Washington, D.C. is not where you get this. The political ramifications of Lindsey Graham's death or any Republican leaving right now is monumental, and they know it.
In the Senate, this causes problems because Lindsey Graham was the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee. You've been hearing a lot of conversation about them trying to do Budget Reconciliation 3.0. This is another policy bill. The Senate is looking a little more askance at this compared to the House of Representatives, but they'd have to have another Budget Committee chairman. He's been a member of the Judiciary Committee for a long time. They have a confirmation hearing coming up for Todd Blanche, the acting Attorney General, to become the Attorney General, and whether or not they could even get Todd Blanche's nomination out of committee, certainly not with those votes. They probably wouldn't have that.
Todd Blanche, we're trying to get him confirmed this week as the Attorney General. You think it'll happen now? Leave a comment in the chat. Super chat from Jeff. The one thing the American people want, Save America Act, we will probably never get. Jeff, I hope you're wrong. I hope you are wrong. Right now, I don't see the numbers for it.
That vote this week at all, regardless of what happens in the confirmation hearing, but it makes it very, very tough operationally to do things in the Senate. And that's why we would probably look very quickly for them to figure out, okay, who do we appoint to the Senate, even if that's somebody on a temporary basis, and then who wants to run in that special election primary on the Republican side, probably sometime in late August, maybe 1st of September at the latest, but it's
You're about to see the vultures come out. Think about driving down the road. I was driving down the road this morning, went and checked on some critters. You see the roadkill. It doesn't take long for the vultures to come out, to pick the meat right off the bones. The Democrats see this as an opening. Whether you like Lindsey Graham or not, and I'm going to keep that stuff personal because I didn't agree with Lindsey Graham on multiple things. If you lived in South Carolina, you probably weren't happy with him. We're all on the Iran hit list. Every infidel. Could be comment of the day. I'll save that one for now. But you're right. There could have not been a worse time. Let's get the SAVE Act passed. And Jeff, I think you're right. I don't know if we get the SAVE Act ever passed right now. Because we know John Thune is not trying to pass the SAVE Act. He is delaying it. He's been delaying it. And look at this. These signs were paid for someone in Iran. Sooner or later, your heads will roll. Lindsey Graham. This is bad, man. This is bad. Anybody that's in the chat celebrating Lindsey Graham's death and you consider yourself pro-America, you are confused. Because this just got a lot tougher. A lot tougher. Let's go here. Let's finish up a little bit of this. I want to see some more of this here.
Lindsey Graham's fight for our country started long before he was elected to the Senate, serving 6.5 years as a U.S. Air Force military prosecutor and defense attorney.
How many of you knew that? How many of you knew Lindsey Graham was a colonel in the Air Force, a JAG officer? How many of you knew that?
Leaving the Air Force, he joined the South Carolina Air National Guard, serving for another 6 years before joining the U.S. Air Force Reserves, where he performed numerous short-term reserve duties in both Iraq and Afghanistan. He retired at the rank of colonel after 33 years in uniform.
The senator came from humble beginnings, being raised in central South Carolina, where he lived in a single room with his family. Graham then became the first in his family to attend college, where he lost both his mother and his father within 2 years at the age of 20. But this didn't stop his drive for the American dream, taking on the responsibility of raising his 13-year-old sister, Darlene, who he later adopted, and running his family business, all while still in school.
Okay. I want to see some of the ways that the other avenues are going to deal this, because you know they can't avoid it.
We're learning that longtime Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has passed away. His office says he died on Saturday night after what they call a brief and sudden illness. The statement says Graham's family is asking for privacy at this time. He represented the state of South Carolina in the U.S. Congress since 1995. Let's bring in CNN's Alex Michelson, anchor of...
I can't watch CNN. I'm sorry, I can't subject you to it either. But you know it's going to, one of them's going to slip up.
Think of this shocking news at the moment, Senator McCaskill. You knew him so well, certainly a very well-known name, regardless of whether you supported him or you did not.
Yeah, obviously this is shocking. Obviously, when I think of Lindsey, I think of somebody who had every intention of staying in the Senate for his entire life. And, you know, Lindsey, especially by Senate standards, sometimes was not one of the most elderly of the Senate. So it is shocking. I think what I think is...
If you thought Trump was going to be able to replace a Supreme Court justice, if that opportunity came up, you got another thought coming, brother. The game just got harder. Much harder. Who's going to be the first Democrat to come out and just start celebrating? I want to grab this comment right here. Nikki Haley is salivating to take Lindsey Graham's seat. Boy, oh boy, now we'll see how evil and corrupt John Thune is. I believe John Thune's entire method has been to delay. Delay, delay, delay. I firmly believe that's been the game plan. Delay it until the midterms. Delay it until Trump is a lame duck, which he is. He's a lame duck president. He can't run again. I don't believe somebody says this doesn't make any sense. Brief and sudden illness. Just came back from Ukraine. I'm not a big fan of Ukraine either. Clinton News, which news outlet do you think will be the first to celebrate this? Which Democrat will be the first to celebrate this? Mamdani, Hakeem Jeffries, AOC? Who do you think will be the first one to celebrate this? Sounds like Russia or Iran got them. I don't put anything past any of those, either option that you just brought up. I don't put it up. I don't put it past either one of them. Okay? Let's go here. I want to see some of the comments here. Okay, so we know that July 11th. John Fetterman, sudden awful news about Senator Lindsey Graham. United States Senate's lost a foreign policy giant. Personal level, he'd always been kind, gracious. Let's read some of the comments. This is where we get into the nasty side of the world. United States Senate's lost a warmongering drunk. Here we go. Who kissed the ass of a fascist moron. They're talking about Trump. See that? You see it? Look at this. We got somebody from Iran. Iranians lost a true friend. You're going to see more of it. Here we go. Dude, we get it. You're in love with Israel. You see this? It gets worse. Kind words from another Jew-loving Israel first traitor. They're going after Fetterman. Let me take you over to another little crazy part of the internet that most people don't understand. This is my account over here on, I have to have like a secret account to get on Blue Sky. Brooklyn Dad posted this. Been chatting with Leader McConnell for hours now. Other than the fire, he seems fine. You starting to understand the demonic level of people? The guy's body is probably not cold. The same people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, the same people that are begging for Tyler Robinson to be let go. Jamie Raskin, what a horrible human being. This is my account over on Blue Sky. You want to see my account on Blue Sky? Here we go. This is my account. Blue Wave 2028. That's me. I had to like slide in there with a fake account just so I can like troll these people. Here, let's go. Let's see it. In the last 24 hours, Games Done Quick raised $2.4 million for charity. Conor McGregor went out like a chump. Lindsey Graham died. Seems like all things are looking up. Senator Lindsey Graham, he died doing what he loved, an endless war with Iran. But they tell me to play nice with these people. I'm supposed to play nice, right? Ben, play nice. Ben, play nice. These people do not play nice. Let's, oh gosh. I think Trump just called into MSN. Let's see here.
President, you obviously launched a fresh round of strikes overnight. Iran said overnight the Strait of Hormuz is closed. CENTCOM came out this morning and said the Strait of Hormuz is open. Which is it, Mr. President, and how are you going to respond?
And I don't want to talk about it because I want to honor the life of Lindsey Graham, so I don't want to talk about it. I told you that before the call.
Yeah.
It's open. We bombed the hell out of them last night. They're very, very evil and sick people. We had meetings with them for the last. They agreed to a deal yesterday, a perfect deal for us. No nuclear, no this, no that, no nothing. They gave up everything. Mm-hmm. And then after that, they left the room. And then within an hour, they launched a drone at a ship. I said, you people are sick. You're sick people. And so it's one of those things. I don't want to talk about it.
Finally, before I let you go.
I want to talk about one person today, Lindsey Graham.
As we should, Mr. President. She is
a vile, disgusting I want to make sure my mic is working. Piece of shit. You can pick whatever side you want. I don't care. Blue Sky is a real peek behind the curtain on what the Democrat Party is capable of. Because they will ban, I will probably be banned there. I'm on my fifth account.
Mr. President, just finally, before I let you go, what is the legacy of Senator Lindsey Graham, Mr. President?
He's got so many legacies, but one of the legacies is a Supreme Court justice who's excellent named Brett Kavanaugh. That's one of the legacies. That's a big legacy because Brett was being treated very unfairly. I don't think he could have gotten through without Lindsey's classic. I mean, if you go back into the top 10, I think it would be a top 10, a top 5 in the history of the Senate. The emotion, the anger, the love, the whole thing, everything was in that. It was. I called him up. I said, that's one of the great classics of all time. He was a great politician. He really was. He got along with a lot of people that you wouldn't think of. He was somebody that loved our country, and he fought very hard for the country. And I know he was going to do your show today. He told me, I'm doing Meet the Press. Can you believe it? He said, here I am doing Meet the Press for him. But he told me last night he's doing Meet the Press. So, but I said, just relax and take it easy, Lindsey. He just got back from a long trip. But I thought he was just going to live forever. And it didn't work out that way.
Mr. President, our deepest condolences to you. I know that you have lost a friend as well as one of your closest allies, and we deeply appreciate your joining us today and giving us your reflections on Senator Lindsey Graham, who the nation's capital and the country mourning today. Mr. President, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Kristen. Thank you.
Thank you. And joining me now is Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu.
Blue Sky. Look at this. Scott Jennings just talked to Lindsey Graham for 20 minutes. They can't control themselves. They cannot control themselves. Look at Midas Touch. You remember I told you about Midas Touch. The sudden death of Lindsey Graham has thrown South Carolina Republicans into a political scramble with 114 days until Election Day. Here's what happens next, why the stakes are so high, blah, blah, blah. They can't control themselves. He won his primary. These people are just sick. They're demented. Remember the ones running around dancing in the street pointing at their neck? Blue Sky is the real peek into your liberal neighbor's mind. I am done. There's one book that I've read, 2 books, the Bible and Suicidal Empathy. I have played too nice with these pieces of shit. I have played too nice with people that want me dead, that want you dead. I've played too nice with them. My empathy is over. Let me show you somebody who's not playing nice anymore. Pete Hegseth issued a statement regarding the 3rd round of strikes on Iran. Iran made a poor choice. Now they pay. Pete Hegseth was the first cabinet member by Trump that the Democrat Party tried to get rid of. The first. Does it make sense now? Is it starting to make sense? We got 4,000 people watching. Hit the like and subscribe button. I can't wait to get some takes on this. But we've played too nice for too long. America needs those Bibles, Ben, more than ever. I send these things out. I'm trying to send as many of them as I can to people across the country, members on my channel. All the postage and super chats helps like that. Thank you, Mike. I bet that if I posted a Bible verse on Blue Sky, what should I post on Blue Sky? Let's go here. Let's go. I'll probably get banned for doing this. Let's go to Blue Sky. Let's post a comment here. Here we go. Trump will let's see if I can pull up a post here. Trump will take South Carolina. Maybe he will run for governor of South Carolina in 2028. I'll probably get banned for that. That'll probably ban me right there. Whew, boy, oh boy. The game has changed, those ladies and gentlemen. The game has changed. You can't play nice anymore. The choices are binary. I just don't, there's a lot of people that are going to be celebrating. And then they'll go to church this morning. They'll celebrate, they'll go to church. Nobody will talk about the guy did 33 years as an Air Force full bird colonel. You saw that. Man, I got a lot of thumbs downs this morning just pointing out the obvious, that the Save America Act just got tougher. Real tough. Let's go here. This happened overnight last night in the Strait of Hormuz. They're back at it. Let's go. That's happening last night. More airstrikes. Look at that. I could watch that stuff all day. I could watch this all day. Airborne, 50/50, Bible Fun, Guitar Fun. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Join the channel as a member. Get in the Discord. You chat with hundreds. I think there's about, I don't know how many people are in the damn Discord. I barely know how it works. There's a lot of people. Somebody said investigate the death. I believe that will happen. But let's say they find some foul play. What happens then? Let's say we find some foul play. Strait of Hormuz opened to all vessels. This is from CENTCOM about 2 hours ago. Strait of Hormuz opened to all vessels seeking to lawfully transit the international waterway. U.S. forces are positioned and prepared to ensure that freedom of navigation remains. Iran does not control the strait. Traffic's flowing. Things are going to get bigger, badder, probably a little more explosive. Probably a little more explosive this morning. Here's one for you. 44% of Muslim Americans view Hamas favorably. Read that out loud in your living room in America. 44% of, remove the word Muslim, just use the word Americans. 44% of Americans view Hamas favorably. Wow. That's crazy. Look at these Protestants, Catholics, Jewish people view an organization that wants to get rid of you favorably. Does that make any sense? This is posted by Brandon Gill. Allowing this immigration is one of the most idiotic policy mistakes our country has ever made. These people, that looks like downtown Los Angeles. I'm talking about the picture on the right, not the one on the left. Looks like Chicago. This is America, ladies and gentlemen. The new America. That's what this is. Man, this is getting ugly. Let's see here. You know, if Democrats can somehow or another prove that Mitch McConnell is OOC, guess who gets to appoint Mitch McConnell's replacement? Andy Beshear, governor of Kentucky. You know the governor of Kentucky will appoint a left-wing nutbag. You know that. They will appoint a left-wing nutbag for Kentucky. We got any Kentucky voters in here? Chime in the chat where you're from, whatever state you're in. I'd love to get your opinion on this. Somebody said Graham was not in lockstep. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I'm very torn. I'm divided on the whole Lindsey Graham thing. I'm not going to get on here and talk about somebody that just passed away badly. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get on here and say that I agreed with everything that Lindsey Graham did. I'm not going to. I'd be lying to you. I'd be lying to myself if I said that. What I will say is, was Lindsey Graham better than a Democrat senator? Let me ask this. Let's just put this in a poll. We got a poll going right now in the chat. Poll in the chat right now. Will the deep state try to steal Graham's Senate seat for the Iran agenda? 67% of you say yes. Only 17% says that South Carolina stays red. Let's do this. Let's do a little poll here. Which is better? I think this will tell the tale. Here we go. Poll in the chat. Will Mitchell, that's where I'm at right now, Will. That's where I'm at. He was better than a Democrat. You think you're going to get rid of the filibuster now? You are kidding yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Robert, I love your positivity, Robert. I love your positivity. Max went to sleep and the USA just lost another chess piece. Georgia girl here. Ben, Cindy's the name. Cindy. There was a quote in the George Washington movie. Even a pawn can take a king. I think Mitch McConnell, I think Lindsey Graham are chess pieces. Were they the most powerful chess pieces on the board? No. Even Tim Scott down in South Carolina is not the most MAGA conservative. I'm not a big fan of Tim Scott. Never have been. Never have been. But I think the job just got tougher. Sin, provide any evidence. I don't believe Zelensky would get rid of Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham was a huge advocate for Ukraine. That was one of my criticisms of him. Come on. Putin hated Lindsey Graham because Lindsey Graham wanted Ukraine to bomb him into oblivion. Come on, Sensei. Start drinking caffeine. Get rid of the decaf. Get rid of the decaf. Come on. An independent party for all Americans would be better. See Thomas Massey. We might have the worst comment of the day. You think Thomas Massey's right for America? Come on. Right. Right. Did Karma change her screen name to Kathy? Kentucky will stay red, but Bashir will appoint Thomas Massie. He'll lose in an election. I don't know. I don't know enough about Kentucky politics other than Massie, McConnell, Rand Paul. I don't like any of them. I don't like any of them. They disgust me, all three of them. I can't stand Thomas Massie. Not at all. Lindsey Graham, a close Trump ally, dies after a brief unexpected illness. I see that in the comment. The blue pill is spreading. Georgia now has 2 Democrat senators. Think about that. Sherman burned Atlanta to the ground, and now the Democrats are in control of Georgia. F. Massie, I agree. I can't stand Thomas Massie. The guy's a loser, complete clown. Complete clown. I want to grab some information here on some other people. Let's if I was wondering myself if Karma wrote that delusional statement, Massie sucks. Yeah, I agree. Let's do this. Hell, why not? I want to hear what your thoughts are. I want to hear what your thoughts are this morning about the news that we're coming in with. Because this is a game changer right here. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Turn the audio down. I'll just hang up on you if you don't, and you'll figure it out. But let me know what you think. Feel free to call in. Turn the audio down. This is going to change a lot of things. Let's go here, Google News. I want to see what's trending here on Google News. This is where you see where the left really lives. Lindsey Graham dies sudden illness. Lindsey Graham was facing re-election in November. Now what happens? Oh, the money is going to pour in for the Democrat candidate. I'm not paying for that. We're not going to pay for any New York Times articles. Sorry about that. No, thank you. Let's go here. I know how to get around this, and I know how to get around the paywalls for this. Let's go here. We can archive it, and then everybody can see it. You know the money is just flying in right now. Lindsey Graham was facing re-election November. What happens? His death triggers an August 11th special election. State's governor can appoint a replacement. So August 11th will be the special Republican primary. Then August, September, October, November, 3 months for the Republican to campaign to win the outright. Let's go here, line 2. Where are you calling from?
Hello.
Go ahead. Be prepared to call in, man. Call back whenever you're ready to talk. There you go. Call back. This is going to give whatever Republican candidate is that wins the special election. Mr. Graham won the primary. Who's the Democrat candidate there? Mr. Graham did a brief. Who is the Democrat candidate that runs against him? This is going to be big. Who is the Democrat candidate? Let's go here. Democrat candidate for South Carolina Senate. The money's going to pour in. Democrat nominee is Annie Andrews. Oh, God. Get your barf bag ready. Let's get the barf bag ready. Let's go. Annie Andrews. Okay, let's see here. Annie Andrews, South Carolina Democrat. Any money, any bets on nose ring or blue hair? Let's go here. Trey Gowdy needs to run. No chance for Trey Gowdy. Oh, she's a doctor. Okay. Annie Andrews. Let's see who Annie Andrews is. I can't wait to see this. Oh, God. Democratic Party. Let's go to the campaign website for Annie Andrews. Here we go. Y'all can donate right here. Making a difference, a doctor, a mom, a fighter for South Carolina families. Pediatrician, mom, dedicated career to fighting for a brighter future for all children, fighting for, oh boy. Why I'm running. Spent 20 years caring for South Carolina's children, newborns to jaundice, healthcare. Oh, here we go. Healthcare is a right, not a privilege. We knew it. We knew it. An economy that works for working people. Get jobs. Let's see here. Strong schools, affordable childcare. I say free childcare. Here we go. Next policy point. Reproductive freedom. Restore the protections of Roe v. Wade. You've got to love that one, right? Fight political corruption. Yep. An end to gun violence. Ban all guns. Look at that. Banning weapons of war from our streets. Get rid of the AR-15s. They're so dangerous. Listen to this. More people die in India of diarrhea than deaths from an AR-15. Immigration security with dignity. Create a fair path to citizenship. That means amnesty in Democrat language. No more endless wars. Let's go here. Put diplomacy and accountability first. There we go. Let Iran have a nuke. I love it. Transportation and infrastructure. Electric cars for everyone. Wow. That's there we go. This is Annie Andrews. Let's see the statement that she came out with this morning. The morning office of, deepest condolences. I love that. She didn't write it. From his JAG officer, colonel in South Carolina National Guard. I appreciate that. Okay. Here we go. Annie Andrews just got bazillions of dollars for campaign finance. Bazillions. You know it as well as I do. George Soros just brought out the checkbook. Abortion is healthcare. You're a sick human being if you think that. Crystal Lynn, I know that's not you. Free stuff for immigrants. Yeah, there you go. You gotta. I love when they give my stuff away to people that shouldn't be here. Lines are open. Sorry, I've just got to block you. I've got to block that caller. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free. Let's go, line 2. Where are you calling from?
Hey, Owensboro, Kentucky.
Owensboro, Kentucky. Oh, God.
Yeah. Let me say, that's a shame what happened with Lindsey Graham. I wasn't a big fan of his either.
Me
Not
either.
at all.
Me either.
I think most people know he was a rhino. I mean, come on. But he did. He put on a good show, and he was a fighter. Lindsey was a fighter, and the Kavanaugh thing is something to look back on. And I think he was the most disgusted I'd ever seen him. And as far as Kentucky goes,
Kavanaugh and Gorsuch
what a shame. Yeah.
would not have gotten confirmed.
No.
They wouldn't have.
No, I remember how shocked I was how watching Lindsey Graham, how he came alive and fought and basically told the truth. He told the truth what they were up to.
That scares
and talking about egg on the face. But here in Kentucky, Bashir has turned into a monster, hasn't he?
Who will Bashir appoint to take Mitch McConnell's seat?
Nobody. Hey, I'm at the Kentucky Derby one year, and Bashir and his family was on the big Tron, and you talk about having a frown on her face like a curve on a slop bucket. They didn't want to be there. They had to be there. And here's the Kentucky Derby pouring in money to Kentucky.
Real quick.
Yeah.
If McConnell passes away, who does Bashir appoint? Do you think he would appoint himself?
Of Of course, that control, they think it's real control. But here's the next thing. We're not promised our next breath, buddy.
I agree.
And we are not promised that. So they need to be careful for what they're thinking in their hearts, because God sees right into your heart. He's the cardial knower, people. He knows what your heart is thinking. Your heart.
Thank you
not
for
your
calling.
mind, your brain.
God bless you. Let's go here. James, Virginia. What you got, James?
Hey, Ben, how you doing this morning?
Amazing.
I wasn't a big fan of Lindsey Graham either, but at least I think he was trying to do the right thing on a lot of stuff. And I think it puts the SAVE Act in jeopardy.
SAVE Act is probably off the table.
You know what? I really don't care about the SAVE Act. Just forget it. I'm going to tell you why. And the reason being, it's going to come a time in America where the fourth branch of government, let me repeat, the fourth branch of government called we the people are going to fix it. And when we fix it, then all these communist Democrats and rhinos are not going to be trying to pass the Save America Act. It's going to be the Save Your Ass Act from we the people.
Let me ask you this.
That's what's coming.
What's more dangerous? What was I've said here, I'm not a big fan of Lindsey Graham. I've called his office numerous times. However, what's worse, a Lindsey Graham or any Democrat right now?
Any communist Democrat right now, because they're not Democrats. I always tell people they're communist. Every one of them, if they belong to the party, you're a communist. Simple as that.
I agree. James, thank you for calling. God bless you. James is in Virginia. He's dealing with, what's her name? Spanberger? Spanberger? Look at this. Little tweet back from Ben Shapiro back in 2016. Said, go to hell, Lindsey Graham. Ben Shapiro. 2016. Wow. The internet doesn't forget, does it? The Democrats are already coming out with the craziness. They're already out. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. This is going to get ugly. The Senate just got thrown into chaos. This happened yesterday. Speaking of chaos, look at this. This happened at Yellowstone. Don't go near the bison. Apparently, this thing threw somebody 8 feet in the air, 10 feet in the air. There you go. Don't go near them. Let's grab some super chats here. Super chat from James. Oh my God, we need the House and Senate to stay red. Liberals and their Democrats, socialists will ruin us. James, you're right. $10 from Mark. Good morning. Thank you, Mark. 2 cups of coffee. Appreciate you. YouTube censoring is out of control. It's been out of control. I just tuned in. Lindsey Graham's dead. Absolutely. This is going to get, let's grab some call. Let's see here. Thune is on thin ice already. Don't go near the bison. It's going to be like a snake eating its own tail for the Senate. This is where's Maxine Water? I don't know if anybody, did you see the guy get thrown in the air? Holy cow. Let's go here. Eunice, good morning. How are you doing?
Hey, Ben, how are you?
Amazing. What would you like to say?
Well, I'm sorry that Lindsey Graham passed away. I wasn't a lover of him.
Me either.
But I was not a hypocrite of him either, as some people are. And they know who they are because I've already called them out. But anyway.
Yes, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. This is a perfect question for you, of all people. If a Democrat senator died and any conservative, any Republican celebrated it, you would be completely ratioed. You would lose your job. You'd lose your military retirement. You would lose probably your concealed carry permit. Hell, they'd probably take your damn driver's license. But when it happens to a conservative, when it happens to a Republican, when it happens to anyone that votes red, It's different, isn't it?
It's always going to be different because the Democrats are nothing but a bunch of uncivilized animals.
Hypocrites.
And yes, exactly. And most of the Republican conservatives, whatever you want to call us, we still do have some sense of morals and some sense of standards. And that's what separates us from them.
We're
And I
losing that
believe
very
that
quickly.
We might be losing that, but at the end, I think that's what's going to save us.
You're right.
It's going to put a big wrench. His death is going to put a big wrench in our whatever we're going to do. But I honestly think that if the president is going to really, yes, he's got a lot on his plate, but if he sticks to not signing anything and not giving in, I do really think that we can keep to our agenda. Things have got to fall in place.
It just got
cannot give
tougher.
up now. It may be tougher, but when since did that ever stop us? When since did that ever stop the military? If we give up now, why don't we then we'll just play dead and let them walk all over us, and all the women will be wearing hijabs and you won't be eating any more bacon.
That's what they want in New York.
That-
Eunice,
what?
thank you for calling. You're right
You
about
take
that.
care of yourself.
God bless you. Nancy Mace considering running for Lindsey Graham. Ooh, I don't know. Let's go Mark in Pittsburgh. What you got, Mark?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
Amazing.
Yeah, things just got really tougher for us. You know, no one has seen McConnell in the last 28 days. He may be dead. His wife is in China visiting the VP. Spoon just got caught with $1.5 million worth of donations coming his way to stop the SAVE Act. Lindsey's dead. I mean, this is just a bad day.
Yeah. We got
All
comments
around.
like this. We got comments like this rolling in. Lindsey meeting his father, Lucifer, right now. We got comments like that coming in. So let me ask you this, Mark, and then I'm going to hang up on you after you answer. Who is more in lockstep, the Democrat Party or the Republican Party?
The Democrat Party all together. They're totally in lockstep.
Thank you for calling, Mark. I appreciate you.
One does it. They all do it. Fetterman's the only one is halfway a halfway Democrat.
Democrats are in lockstep, and we've got clowns like this. God bless you, Mark. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. It gets better. I knew. Did Karma change her? Did Karma change her screen name? If you were watching the show yesterday. If you're watching the show yesterday, we had a caller named Karma that called in. Martial law for what? Martial law for what? I don't know about that one. Let's see here. The game just got tougher. James, I agree. I didn't like Graham. I thought he was a neocon, but I would never celebrate his death. I'm not happy about it, even though he sucked. James, I agree, brother. Do you think Nancy Mace could win a Senate seat in South Carolina? She polled lower than skim milk in her reelection. She got primaried. She was gone. Who sang that song, Gone as a Girl Could Get? I don't think Nancy Mace wins a damn thing. Line 2, go right ahead.
Hey, morning, Ben. Hey, listen, the guy that came in second in the primaries, Mark Lynch.
Okay.
I'm hoping that he will restart his campaign.
He's out of money.
Well, that's where I'm hoping that we can get money from the Republican Party.
The Republican National Committee can take Lindsey Graham's campaign funding and move it to another Republican. But money doesn't mean anything. It's name recognition. It's name recognition.
Yeah, he lost. I think he got 28.7% of the vote in the primary.
I don't think Nancy Mace could win shit.
I don't either. I'd rather take my chances on a conservative, America First businessman with Donald Trump's endorsement.
Somebody said Mace is a joke. I will never disrespect her military service. I will never disrespect Lindsey Graham's military. A lot of people didn't know he was a retired colonel. Nobody knew that.
Yep, 33 years.
Somebody says Mace is another actress like Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Mhm.
That is a good comment.
Very good. She's NTG all the way. She doesn't like Trump. She goes along with certain things just to appease him. But I'm telling you, I'm hoping that this guy does restart his campaign. If they're going to have a special election, go for it.
You better.
That's just a whole new primary.
It's going to get ugly. Democrat.
It's going to get ugly.
You know that George Soros, Neville Roy Singham, Obama, Michelle, the Clinton Foundation,
the Iranians.
The Iranians, the Democrats are going to pile into South Carolina. It is going to look, it is going to be insane how many people go. Somebody said me, Ben Dykes, Senator of South Carolina. You couldn't, no, I cuss too much. I
know
way
they
too
don't
much.
have enough money to get you or me to run.
I'm not moving to South Carolina. I was stationed there. North Charleston North Charleston's more dangerous than Baghdad.
I know it. I'd rather be in Baghdad.
Yeah, there's some level of law enforcement there. Thank you for calling, Bobby.
I just wanted to bring that up because, you know, the person that came in second to Lindsey Graham, he was the closest to beating Lindsey Graham, you know. And the only thing Lindsey had going for him was President Trump's endorsement.
A lot of people are saying Mark Lynch, the guy for South Carolina, is not the answer. Not the answer.
Then I guess we don't have the answers. We'll have to see what happens. But I hope to God it's not Nikki Haley, because Soros would back her too.
I would vote for anyone not a Democrat. God bless you. Let's go here. Line 3.
Hi, Ben. This is Elaine from California.
Lane, California. What you got?
You know, I feel sorry about what happened to Lindsey Graham, but you know, the Democrat Party is not the Democrat Party. It's
hell no, it's not.
It's a communist party now, and I'm hoping and praying that John Fetterman and those 13 Democrats that came out with this letter denouncing what was going on in the Democrat Party come over to the right.
They never will.
But I don't know if it gets really bad with all this communist agenda. They might.
Never happen.
I'm going to pray for it.
My grandmother was born during the Depression. Her dad was a tobacco farmer. Her dad came from Scotland. She had a saying, and it always put things into perspective for me. And her saying was, if wishes were horses, all beggars could ride. If pig shit were candy, we would eat till we died. And I will never forget that. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't ever see Fetterman coming over to the Republican Party. And even if he did, you would always doubt anything that any motives. You would always doubt it. I would. I know I would.
I'm going to pray for it anyway.
Let me ask you this. Marjorie Taylor Greene, you and I used to love her. Yeah. What happened to her? Let's talk about this. Lauren Boebert. I used to like her. Her stuff in the movie theater was entertaining, to say the least. Yeah. What about Chip Roy? He's as big a rhino as they come. Think about that. And they all left the Republican Party. Thomas Massey, anybody that thinks Thomas Massey's a conservative, get your head examined. See a proctologist. That's where you should go to get your head examined, because it's up your ass. It's crazy. Yeah. You know? Thank you for calling. God bless you. Lane in California. Y'all got big problems in California. Let's go here. Line 5. Line 5. What you got?
Good morning, Ben.
Good morning.
Hi. You know, I'll tell you, as a driver, I've been in North Carolina and South Carolina, all down through there, and the real people that are Democrats there, they want no part of this stupid Democrat Party. The real Democrats.
It's already starting. Look, this article right here from Politico. Republican Governor Henry McMaster left will appoint someone to fill Graham's seat. Look whose image they have highlighted. Nikki Haley. Do you think this governor of South Carolina appoints Nikki Haley?
Oh, my God. No. I mean,
you might as well go ahead and give Mike Pompeo the launch codes.
Yeah, they're stupid. It's stupid. It's completely stupid. They've taken over the Democrat Party. The idiots have taken over the Democrat Party. I mean, I'm going down here to work this afternoon for a guy here in Oklahoma that was a carried a firearm in public service for 58 years, and he's a Democrat, and he wants no part of what is going on with the Democrat Party.
Well, he's rare.
No, I mean seriously, that's what I like. The guard down there where I deliver in North Carolina, he's a Democrat, and he wants no part of the Democrat Party. He voted Republican.
Oh, this isn't Nikki Haley. This is Lieutenant Governor Pamela Yvette. Damn, she looks like Nikki Haley.
Oh my God.
She looks like Nikki Haley. Somebody pointed out it's not Nikki Haley. Okay, gotcha.
Women are no. Keep the women out of it. Keep the women out of it. They're. What is that book you read?
Suicidal empathy. Suicidal empathy.
There you go. That's a woman. That's a woman for you. Suicidal empathy.
I thought this is Nikki Haley. Looks exactly like her.
Wow.
Gosh. Woo! Pamela Yvette. Thank you for calling, Brian.
Last November it's going to get Western. You watch.
You ain't wrong. Thank you for calling. My apologies. I thought this was Nikki Haley. This is Lieutenant Governor Pamela Yvette. Okay. Let's see here. What is she all about? Pamela Yvette's top option for McMaster to appoint to temporarily fill Graham's seat. She and the governor share a close relationship. Okay. She ran for governor this year, was the first candidate to win Trump's backing. Her campaign lagged. The president issued a late endorsement. Maybe she's the answer, but damn, she looked. Do not put her face on TV. Everyone will assume she is Nikki Haley. That's Nikki Haley 2.0. She's got straighter teeth. Not as bad of an underbite. Wow. I'm sorry. I said it was Nikki Haley. I spoke out of turn. What's her name? Pamela Yvette. Let's go find Pamela Yvette. Whew. Lines are open. Get your calls in. Would you support a Nikki Haley Boys, you love us. We're a fickle bunch. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is going to get ugly early. Ugly early. Let's see here. President Trump spoke with him right before the heart attack. He was tired but sounded fine. Trump, he was a member of the family. Lindsey adopted, raised his younger sister when both his parents died while he was in college. I'm reading some comments here. Lindsey was on an Iranian hit list. Latest headlines are from Iran all night. They're saying a blood clot. They're saying a blood clot. Okay, and now you take this with what it's worth from the source. Lindsey Graham dies at 71 after brief sudden illness. They're saying blood clot. Like I said, take it for what it's worth. It's MS News or NBC. It's the rainbow. It's the rainbow news. Take it for what you want. Should he be interned at the Capitol? Probably will happen. Should he be buried at Arlington? That's a good question for the chat. Should Lindsey Graham be buried at Arlington? 33 years, retired colonel. Let's do this. I want to see this in the chat. Buried at Arlington. Yes or no? I can't even spell buried. He's entitled to be buried at a national cemetery. All veterans are entitled to be buried at a national cemetery. Should he be buried at Arlington? Who's this hellbound America? Oh, we've got one. Did Karma change her screen name? Here we go. Massey is more of a patriot than you ever thought of being. Wow. There we go. Thank you, hellbound. Massey's such a patriot, he never served his country, did he? He went to MIT. He has a bunch of patents. Plays the banjo on the farm that he stole from his wife's family when she passed. He started banging some other chick 6 months or 90 days after his wife passed away. Yeah, there you go. Hellbound, I will agree with you on this comment. Massey was an extreme POS. I think he still is. Hellbound, I agree with you. Massey's a POS. Hellbound reinforced it. Absolutely, he thinks he's a POS. There you go. Hellbound is flipping and flopping more than Gandhi's shoes. Wow. Hellbound is a flip-flopper. 1 minute he hates Massey, and now in 1 minute he loves him. Well done, Hellbound. Thank you for that. I knew you would come around to our way of thinking. It just needed a little bit of common sense. Let's go right here. We've got line 4. Wide open.
Oh, yes, Ben, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hey, yeah, I wanted to say something about this. Look, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I know
Oh,
you
God.
probably think,
Is the
yeah,
earth
no.
flat? Is the earth flat?
No.
Okay. Conspiracy theorist, but you believe the earth is round. Okay, let's hear it.
Yes, sir.
Go right ahead.
Okay. No, I wanted to say something about this, what's going on about Lindsey Graham.
Let's hear it.
I do find it, I find it very fishy. I mean,
What's the fishy part?
Well, okay, he left, he was okay, you know? And then he goes to Ukraine, and he comes back. Yeah, it kind of got me thinking there's something up with that.
Okay. What is up with it? What is up with it?
Well, I mean, look, Mitch McConnell is another thing, you know. There's something up. I don't know how to explain it, but I have a feeling DSA and all them are involved. I really do.
You think so?
Yeah, I do.
Whew, boy. So let me ask you this. Would the people that don't want the SAVE Act to pass, would they be more complicit in this to get rid of Lindsey? Yeah. I mean, we could sit here all day. We could sit here all day and criticize Lindsey Graham's past. I'm more concerned about the future of America.
I am too, son. I really am.
I'm more concerned about the future of America and I'm more concerned about Trump's agenda. So somebody said here, Thomas Massey would sell his mother for campaign donations. He probably did.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Let me ask you this. You're a conspiracy theorist. What have you seen over the last 6 months that connects the dots on some of your conspiracies?
Well, Charlie Kirk's one. This is going back. That Charlie Kirk would be one of them, but it's not just Charlie Kirk. I meant.
Did Tyler Robinson kill Charlie Kirk?
I believe it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the evidence proves it points right to him being the killer.
What is the one conspiracy theory you believe that you don't think that you think I would just be like, you're a nutcase and hang up on you? What's the one that just is the one that you just like you're all over?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know because I'm usually a person that tries to look for the truth. You know, I don't buy into a lot of those other conspiracies.
Okay.
Because I found out a lot of those others are, BS.
Do you get all of your news from Alex Jones?
Not really, no.
Okay. Thank you for calling, brother.
Thank you.
God bless you. Alex Jones, the original seed man. Here we go. Trump says Graham's death is a big blow to the Save America Act. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now. This is a huge blow to the Save Act. Let's go here. This is the Hill. This is the left-wing rag. Look at all the signs paid for by George Soros.
That Mr. Salgado was not a target. So we have to ask ourselves, then why did he end up being killed by ICE?
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. He probably did something bad to him. Let's go here. Line 4. Line 4, wide open. Lines are yours. What do you got to say?
Hey.
Good morning.
I'm from Northeast Arkansas.
Yes, ma'am. You over near
Hi.
You over near where are you at over there? Jonesboro?
I'm in the far corner, like right underneath Missouri, like what we call the boot heel of Missouri.
Okay, I know where that is. I'm over in Fayetteville,
Hi.
Northwest. What you got?
Yes. So I just want to say, I think, I heard this other person say about the conspiracy theorists.
Oh, God, here we go.
And I want to say that we recently came out and they showed us direct energy weapons.
Oh, God. Yep.
And I just want to say that I feel like Lindsey was taken out with a direct energy weapon because it was
what?
From what I'm hearing, is from the heart.
What?
And if anybody has ever studied that, that is one of the things that they do to take out people.
What evidence do you have about that? What evidence do you have about a direct energy weapon against a sitting United States senator?
I don't have evidence about a direct hit against a senator, but I also know that I have been targeted by a direct energy weapon myself.
You have been hit by a direct energy weapon.
I have, and I survived it. I did, and it was incredible. And so I just want to say that I think that is what's happened to him, and that also the Hawaii thing that's happened, the California fires. I believe that all of those were direct energy weapons that are happening because they want to take out our infrastructure and they want to take over our property. And so I just want to say that I believe that did happen.
What evidence do you have that you were hit by a direct energy weapon?
Because there is no way that you can feel what I felt when it hit me.
Where were you at when it happened? Where were you at when it happened?
I was at my home.
Where do you live?
Home in Manila. I live in Manila, Arkansas.
What kind of home do you live in?
You can look it up. I live in Manila, Manila, Arkansas.
No. What kind of home do you live in?
I live in, so at the time when I was hit, I was living in an actual mobile home, a trailer.
Gotcha. Okay, you take care. There we go. We got exactly what I thought. Woo! Boy. If you have been hit by a direct energy weapon, do not call the show. Go right ahead. They hung up. They were obviously hit by a direct energy weapon as well. Line 2, have you been hit by a direct energy weapon?
Don't call the show.
No.
Okay, you're allowed to talk. You're allowed to talk if you haven't been hit by a direct energy weapon. What you got?
I was just wondering if they can still nuke the filibuster to get the American Save Act passed.
There's not enough votes. There's not enough votes. And Senator John Thune won't bring it to the floor.
Shit.
God bless you. Line 3, go right ahead.
Am I live?
You are. Go right ahead.
Hey, so that lady who got hit with a direct energy weapon.
Hold on. Have you been hit by a direct energy weapon?
No, but
okay,
I'm
keep
assuming.
talking.
Okay, I'm assuming she thought a direct energy weapon was Red Bull and vodka.
Okay, comment of the day. Here, I got to give you this one.
How dare you?
How dare you have any common sense? As I knew as soon as I answered the call what kind of house she lived in.
Yep. Yeah, her house has more wheels on it than the cars in her front yard.
And they don't go round and round. They were not going around and
don't.
round. God bless you. Thank you for calling. Sorry. Somebody hung up. Okay. Man, I didn't have somebody calling in that was hit by a direct energy weapon on my bingo card. Boy, oh boy. Eric. Oh. Troll, have you ever been hit by a direct energy weapon?
Heck yes, I have, and I'm not going to be retarded.
What do you got, brother?
Oh, man, I just want to say it's a shame that what happened to Lindsey Graham. I mean, I didn't ever really agreed with the guy, except maybe
But he would have been
agreed with
he would have been a solid vote on the Save America Act.
Yes, for sure. He said that he was going to vote it, and he had tried to vote for it beforehand if it would ever passed.
And right now, I don't give a crap what you do in your bedroom. I don't care what you got in your closet. I don't care if you've got a dungeon with assless chaps and a ball gag. If you vote for the Save America Act, I'm with you.
100%. And that's about as patriot as you can get right there, is vote for the Save America Act. But what is it, 84% of Americans that have been polled agree with it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't go wrong with that. That's pure America right there. Almost all of America is saying, get it passed.
I think people that were hit by direct energy weapons even want the Save America Act. Thank you for calling, Troll. Line 3, go right ahead. Turn the audio down. If you have audio playing in the background, immediate hanging up. Guitar player, I mean, I love what you do. You sound kind of weird. But no, I love what you do on your show. Thank you. Hey, that's a good look. Is that a Rottweiler in your photo? I see you're driving a Chevrolet. I might never let you call in again. I see you're driving a Chevrolet. May soundly beat the doctor lady. Good. Well, guess we're screwed over. However you look at it, don't dance on his grave. He's done a lot for South Carolina. Okay, let's go here. Line 2 right there. What you got?
Ben, I think you're onto something. Listen, he just came back from the Ukraine.
Okay.
They have a lot of vodka over there. And then he came back and he was going to go on NBC real early.
He was supposed to be on there today.
Bull.
He was supposed to be on Meet the Depressed today.
There you go. Direct energy weapon. He took a Red Bull because he was going to be on real early. That caller was right.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Let's go here. Grimwrath has been hit by multiple direct energy weapons. Go for it, Grimwrath.
Yeah, I've been hit so many times with direct energy weapons, my brain's mush, all right. Good gravy train. Let's get we got a bowl of oatmeal that's smarter than that. Yemeni Christmas, people.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, I've got a headline that we're about to drop. Trump said on Meet the Depressed, what makes it even stranger is that I got a call last night from Lindsey Graham and said we're all set for the Save America Act. Oh, we're talking. I've got to play this, brother. If this is true, this is Clinton-esque.
That's mind-blowing because, I mean, think about what that means. I mean, he was one of our positive votes when it came down to the Save America Act, so good gravy train. I wonder what he had planned.
I'm about to play this clip because if Lindsey Graham knew something about the Save America Act and then he suddenly doesn't, wake up.
Yeah, wake up. That might,
God bless you. Let me grab this other call. I'm going to play this. This is hot. Let's go here. Line 3, be quick, and we're going to jump into this clip. Hello? What you got?
Hello?
Go ahead. Line 3, go.
Hey, how you doing? I think you got it wrong on Lindsey Graham.
Okay, what do I got wrong?
Okay, you're thinking that it's, in my opinion, you're thinking that it's an inside job about the Save Act. I think he was hit by Zelensky because he knows too much about the money going in to Ukraine.
But he loves Zelensky. He was leg humping Zelensky.
I know he was friends with him and everything, but he knew too much. And he's too close to Trump now.
You could be right. You could be right. I'm going to play this clip. Thank you for calling. God bless you.
Yep.
This is huge. Hold on. This is Trump talking about it. Turn up your volume.
President Trump, thank you for joining us, and my condolences to you.
Well, thank you. He's a tough one to lose. He was great. He was unique in every way, actually.
He was, Mr. President, and I know that we are all just absorbing this news. We are all in shock. Can you tell us, Mr. President, how you received this news and your immediate gut reaction when you heard it?
So what makes it even stranger is that I got a call last night sometime at, the early evening, maybe in the 7s, and he called and he said, we're all set for the Save America Act. He was pushing the Save America Act like...
I want to play that again. This is important.
Is that I got a call last night sometime at, the early evening, maybe in the 7s, and he called and he said, we're all set for the Save America Act. He was pushing the Save America Act like crazy. He got back, said he just landed from Ukraine. I said, that's a long trip to make. He said, he sounded a little tired, but perfect, but a little bit tired. Had a right to be. And he was a worker. He was really a worker, but he sounded great, actually. But he actually said he was tired. But he wanted to pass the Save America Act. And I said, well, we're going to get it done, Lindsey. We're going to get it done. I'll see you soon. We thought maybe we might even meet today. And then that was it. And that was, very...
Who else was listening to that phone call? Who else was listening to that phone call? And I demand an alibi for Hillary Clinton. This just changed the game. This changed the game. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. He told Trump we have the votes, basically. Let's go here. I want to play that again.
Can you tell us, Mr. President, how you received this news and your immediate gut reaction when you heard it?
So what makes it even stranger is that I got a call last night sometime at, the early evening, maybe in the 7s, and he called and he said, we're all set for the Save America Act.
We're all set for the Save America Act. Who else was listening to that phone call? The Save America Act hurts one political party. One political party is destroyed by the SAVE Act. One political party would never be in power ever again if the Save America Act passes. One party. Let's grab some supers here. What's this one? Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Get your comments in. Let's go right here. That woman needs to take her meds. Call her therapist. Yeah, you might be right. Let's go here. Direct energy weapons don't work in trailer parks. I have never been hit by a direct energy weapon. Greg, $50 super chat. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Greg. There we go. I always like to read the super chats with this voice. Let's go here. Lindsey Graham probably had an embolism, sadly. Let's go right here. Who do we got? Chris in Arkansas. What do you got, Chris?
Hey, man, if Lindsey Graham truly said that they had the votes to pass the SAVE Act, definitely need to look into who was listening to that phone call, and they need to replace him very quickly with someone that will push forward with getting the SAVE Act pushed through.
Let me ask you this. Why would he call the president, tell him we've got the votes, we're going to push it through? I mean, to go back to the conspiracy theory caller, this just got a little crazy.
Real crazy, real quick. And especially with McConnell's absence, there's just something very fishy going on right now, I do believe.
Who loses power if the SAVE Act gets passed?
The Democrats will never hold national power again.
You're right about
the next
that.
50 years.
You're right about that. And if Lindsey Graham had worked some deals to get the SAVE Act passed, to nuke the filibuster, why wouldn't they get rid of him?
They would have to. He would be another body on either the Clintons or the Obamas or whoever's hit list. They would be forced to, or they would lose power for the rest of our lifetimes. Definitely.
Brian says I'd say John Thune was listening to that call.
Very, very possible. I don't trust John Thune no further than I'd pick up a semi and throw it.
I trust John Thune about as far as I do the accountant for the Clinton Foundation. Thank you for calling, Chris. God bless you.
All right, bye-bye.
Let's go here. I think I hung up on somebody. Call back. I think I hung up. I didn't mean to. I was trying to click my soundboard here. Brian, thank you for the super chat, $2. How many full moons can we have in one day? With direct energy weapons, you can get hundreds. Hundreds. This is huge. Trump calls in to meet the depressed, said Lindsey Graham calls him, says we've got the SAVE Act, we're going to push through. Gone. That's huge. Line 2, go.
Hey, Ben. Good morning.
Good morning.
I just had something I wanted to throw in there. I was watching the news this morning before you came on, and I did see the thing about Lindsey Graham. God bless his soul. But you know that he was visiting a large drone manufacturing company over in Ukraine that was blown up shortly after he left. So there was definitely somebody watching him. But I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You know, I don't believe in coincidence, but it sounds a lot odd of what everything that happened so far.
A lot of coincidences. Thank you for calling, brother. I'm going to grab this other one. Here we go. Line, call back. I saw an 803 pop up. Call back. Call back. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from all of you. This show is not scripted. We roll with the punches. We roll with the news as it comes in. We've got the balls to take the calls here and deal with anybody else's opinion. Let's go here. Dem governor escalates McConnell health demands, cites response to past Trump health concerns. Now the Democrats want Mitch McConnell gone. That direct energy weapon, don't leave the metal fork in the microwave. DSA left. There we go, 803. Thank you for calling back. I did not mean to hang up on you. Thank you for calling back. What would you like to say?
Hey, Ben, I've been trying to get in touch with you. How you doing on this Sunday?
Amazing. Where are you calling from? What's your name?
South Carolina. My name's Dennis.
You're in South Carolina. Okay. All right. This changes the game. What's your thoughts on this?
Ben, McMaster is not going to allow anything what people were worried about happen.
Really?
McMaster will consult with Trump. They are like best buddies.
Really?
He's
For
gonna
real?
Consult with Trump. It's ultimately, I can guarantee, it's going to be Trump who's going to pick the person who is going to fill that seat.
Really?
They are tight as ticks, and they are very close. And yeah, McMaster is he may pick himself. Either that or might So that's it's not going to happen. McMaster's not going to let that seat go to somebody that Trump don't agree with.
So you're saying we're not going to get a Nikki Haley?
No, I don't think. You know the whole situation when Nikki Haley was removed from that governor seat so McMaster can get in there.
I did not know that. I didn't know the ramifications of Nikki Haley. I don't like Nikki Haley, so I don't really look into her past. I can't stand her. Yeah, you know.
So Nick, I mean, I wouldn't be writing any books on this or anything like that, but Nikki Haley was appointed that position so McMaster can get into the governorship.
Gotcha. Thank you for calling, brother. I appreciate you.
Yeah, it's you don't need to worry. McMaster's going to do the right thing, and this South Carolina is so deep red. In fact, Lindsey Graham has trouble getting elected because of some of his views in South Carolina. They're going to a good conservative. They will South Carolina will go for.
We need that. I don't even like Tim Scott on certain things, but he's better than a Democrat, right?
Right. So, yeah, don't be writing any books on this or anything, but that's just my opinion.
God bless you. Thank you for calling. Appreciate you. Great call right out of South Carolina. Jonathan Warwick, are you saying, caller, there's this ray of sunshine? I hope so. Let's go. Where's 985? Where is 985? Where are you calling from?
Southeast Louisiana.
Louisiana. I got some family in Houma, around Lake Pontchartrain. What would you like to say?
I just want to say I don't think the SAVE Act was ever supposed to pass.
Okay.
I think Trump is going to do an executive order for the infrastructure for our elections.
A
I
liberal
pray that's what
judge.
he does.
A liberal judge will shut it down. We know that.
He's going to do it in time before they won't have time to do it, I think.
Okay. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Let me ask you this.
He's pushing it so hard, so I don't think he knows it's never going to pass. He knows things not going to pass it.
You're right about that. Thank you for calling. Are you going to have boudin for lunch? Because if you do, I'm going to hang up on you right now with jealousy.
I love it, but I don't have none close to me.
Good. I feel better now.
Crawfish.
God bless you. Get them mud bugs. Let's go guitar player. What you got, brother?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the guitar player again. Yeah, that's me in that picture. It's a Rottweiler, yeah.
What you got this morning?
I do have a 1966 Ford custom cab with only 30,000 original 352 motor in it, yeah.
What you got to say this morning? What would you like to get on?
I got to say this. I'm very, very, very unhappy that Lindsey Graham has passed away. I mean, it just, I don't like to see anybody pass away. And he done good. And you're right. When Kavanaugh, that was the best. Yes,
it was.
I mean, just too bad we couldn't get a lot of those Republicans on board to do the same thing.
Republicans are complacent. We play too freaking nice.
Yeah, and when you said that earlier today, yeah, you're right about that. You're absolutely right.
We play by the rules, and I'm tired of the freaking rules.
You're right about that. Yes, absolutely. You know what I mean? It's just something's going to have to change. Something's going to have to give. I mean, it's like a dam with the guy with this finger in it. Sooner or later, I mean, his finger's going to get tired. Something's going to, it's going to come out.
Yeah, I agree with you. Guitar player, thank you for calling, brother. I really appreciate you. You made a couple good points there. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate you too.
Take care.
You know what I mean?
That's a good-looking dog, though. Good-looking dog. I got him lined up behind you, brother. Take care. Line 3. Where's 972? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Dallas.
Dallas, the conservative, just the most conservative city in America. What would you like to say this morning?
What the hell is this about this secret energy weapon people being taken out by?
They're
they even
crazy.
They got an autopsy on what happened. Did he get a heart attack? Was he lacking sleep? I don't know. What the hell's going on?
Well, typically a autopsy takes more than 24 hours, and the guy's been dead less than that. So there you go.
Right. Well, I mean, look, he has been working hard. Listen, there has been some conspiracy theories that have been proven to be true.
Sure.
But what people need to do is people need to relax with things.
Okay.
Let things roll itself out.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. America's still here. We're still strong. We're still going to not give up the fight.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. But let's just kind of stop with all this stuff about, hey, somebody hitting somebody up with a microwave ray gun or some shit. I mean, come on. Please. And the trailer park kid, I can understand why you hung up. She was having a bad day. She had nothing to do. She should have went to church. Hey, all I can say is this. God bless America. Trump's working hard. Let's see what happens. And, just enjoy your Sunday. Be happy, America.
There's a lot of good things happen. There's a lot of good
things happening, man. Look for those people out there with their conspiracy theories, why don't you go to the zoo? It's a great day for it.
Go to the zoo and let the monkeys throw shit at you. Thank you for calling. Great call. There you go. 615. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Nashville.
Nashville. What do you got?
Well, everybody's talking about how Lindsey Graham died, and I'm just telling you, I am a nurse.
Oh, my wife.
Tell you,
okay, gotcha.
I can tell you, a long flight flying from Russia or Ukraine or wherever he was coming in,
blood clots,
for a long time,
deep vein thrombosis,
Yeah.
You got to wear those socks that are real tight.
Wear those socks, move your feet. It's very likely that he could have been fine when he got on the flight and walking dead when he got off.
You're right. You are. That's the first thing my spouse said. My wife said that. She said,
Yeah.
where did he fly back from? I said, I thought Russia or Ukraine. She said, that's more than likely. But let me ask you this. He calls Trump as soon as he lands, says to Trump, we've got the SAVE Act. We're pushing the SAVE Act through. Then he passes away. Coincidence?
Well, yeah. You know what? God's in control. God knows what's going to go on. And all of this is happening for a purpose, and we have to trust. And the thing is, the excitement of him thinking he's going to get it, that releases adrenaline, you know, that causes, that vasodilates, and I mean, that could release a clot in minutes. I've seen people die, just drop dead in front of you.
How long have you been a nurse?
I've been a nurse for 20 years. I'm actually a travel nurse.
My wife's sister is a travel nurse. My wife is a nurse practitioner. She was an ER nurse for 20 years. And I will gladly, proudly say my daughter is a registered nurse now. She graduated nursing school 2 years ago.
Great. Well, yeah, I've done nothing but surgery, but I've seen a lot, and so I'm from Nashville. I'm actually working in Memphis right now. So
Oh,
really
you've got to go to the rib place, Charlie Thibodeau's or whatever, Rendezvous down on Beale Street. You go downstairs. They only do baby back ribs.
I've been there. My granddaddy was a preacher. He had a church. I spent most of my summers growing up in Memphis. I remember Liberty Land, and all that.
What denomination was you said your granddad was a preacher?
Well, he was a United Methodist minister, and the June that he died was the first June in 61 years that he had missed a United Methodist ministers conference.
Wow. I've got some family, did a little bit of preaching, I've got some family, did a little, what they call camp meetings and some revivals in a field down by the creek, and actually did some baptisms with Billy Graham. Billy Graham did some baptism.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
we need to get preachers like that back. We got to get rid of these people that tell you everything's going to be okay. We got to get rid of preachers that say everything's going to be okay. We got to get rid of preachers that have these smiles and they're selling millions of dollars worth of books and they need a new plane. We got to get rid of that. We got to get rid of it.
See, I'm born and raised in Nashville. I've only been to the Ryman twice. Once was for a Billy Graham crusade.
You're the best. I don't care what anybody says about you. God bless you.
Well, thank you, Ben. I'm first-time caller.
Let me do this for you. First-time caller. Let's go right here and give you a boom shakalaka. I love nurses. I live with one, and I trust her with my life. If I didn't, I wouldn't sleep next to her. You, God bless you. You take care.
You too, dear.
Y'all give nurses a shout-out. I love nurses as long as they don't dance at work on TikTok. Go check out Anton's Land of Biltong. I brought it up here. Get you some of this biltong, and you'll remember. I think this was Quigley Down Under. Was that the movie Quigley Down Under with Tom Selleck? Getting some of that. We could all use a new plane or a private jet. Donate to the channel. I will not spend it on a private plane or a jet. I will not. I'm going through here on my YouTube stuff here, and I'm gonna refill a cup of coffee, and while I refill my cup of coffee, I got something to play for you. Y'all tune in right here. I'm gonna play and chime in where your branch of service or where you are watching from. Beaufort, South Carolina. I saw one of those. Nurses are the best. I'm gonna play this. Enjoy. I gotta refill the cup.
Paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderous scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive. Selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot-bellied goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good, oh, they're so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
Lines are open. 615-475. Little station break right there. Lines are open. I want to get your calls, questions, comments, concerns, comments. I want an alibi for Hillary is what I'm looking for right now. Where is Hillary? Where is that lady at today? Lines are open. Thank you for spending your Sunday morning here. We got about 3,500 people watching on various platforms. I think we got about 2,200 watching on the YouTubes right now. A lot of the money I get from my Super Chats memberships, I dedicate to, well, pretty much all of it, helping veterans getting service dogs. I do a lot of that. Let's go 727 area code. Where are you watching from?
I'm watching from Newport Richey, Florida.
Newport Richey. Thank you for that. I always like to know where everybody's watching from. So chat, let me know where you're watching at. What would you like to say this morning from Newport Richey?
Well, basically, I've been wondering why all the reporting about Mitch McConnell. I don't know if he's alive or he's dead.
Okay.
The weirdest thing is that nobody's mentioned that none of his constituents have gone to the hospital and visited him personally.
Apparently he's in rehab. I saw apparently he's in rehab.
Okay. But would that keep people from being able to visit him, like his constituents from the Senate or
I don't know.
Anybody from checking on him?
I don't know. I don't go near hospitals because that's
weird.
where all the sick people are, and I don't want to be near sick people.
Yeah, if they're in.
Where do you live? You live in Newport Richey, right?
Space.
You live in Port Richey.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to go visit Mitch McConnell?
Well, if I had means necessary fund-wise, and I could get into the hospital to ask.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. A lot of excuses. There we go. Line 2. Go right ahead.
Hey, Ben, this is Tommy from South Carolina. Yeah,
Tommy
we're
in
shocked
South Carolina.
right now.
Talk to me,
My
brother.
wife and I.
Talk to me.
Yeah, my wife was a nurse for 40 years.
Okay.
And we love the Republican Party, but we are in shock.
What does this do to the Republican Party? Big picture. Tommy, what do you think?
I think we'll be all right. We got a lot of military in South Carolina, and I think that, that's more Republican. I lived in Beaufort for a long time, almost 30 years.
Okay.
By the Paris Island base.
Yeah.
And I met some great people there. I mean, there really were.
North Charleston is worse than Baghdad.
Oh yeah, I know that now. It wasn't back then, but it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tommy,
it's
I appreciate
terrible.
you calling this morning, brother. Thank you. Tell your wife I said hello. And you know what? Tell her I said, this is very early, but I don't want to forget you. Tell her I said Merry Christmas. I don't want to forget telling you Merry Christmas. God bless you.
She's listening to you on the other TV.
Merry Christmas, Miss Tommy in Beaufort, South Carolina. God bless you. There we go. Somebody says, I got the balls to take the calls. There's a lot of channels that don't want to talk to you. They just want you to watch. They want you to watch. They want you to donate. They don't tell you what they're doing with it. Probably getting a new pool, new swimming pool. When I get done here, I'm going to go mow some yards. I did get me a new cowboy hat. I got me a new sun hat. I bought me a new Stetson. It's probably used. I got it at, there's no telling if it's used or not. I bought it online, but I bought me a new hat, and it's basically to keep the sun out of my eyes. My life is so bright. Thank you so much. Lines are open. I want to get your take on what you think is happening. Now, old Adam Schiff is celebrating the life of Adam Schiff's celebrating the life of Lindsey. This will be good. This will be funny to watch until we get a call, and then I'll cut. Oh, here we go. If you don't want to hear Adam Schiff, you better call in. Line 2, go right ahead.
Hi, it's AJ from San Francisco.
AJ in San Fran, did you step in any crap this morning?
No, I keep my eyes open and watch where I'm stepping.
Okay, what would you like to say?
But, yeah, the first thing I thought about with Lindsey was, when was his last booster shot? Did he take that vaccine?
I don't know.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Okay.
I'm sure they're trying to kill us.
Huh.
And that vaccine really did a number on a lot of people.
You might not be wrong. You might not be wrong, brother. You might not. I don't know. I don't have the facts. I'm going to stand by and wait for the autopsy, if there is one. That's what I'm going to think.
I agree with that one.
I don't think he was hit by a direct energy weapon.
No, I don't either. Although I wouldn't doubt they have technology similar.
You might be right. Thank you for the call, brother. God bless you. AJ in San Francisco. Let's go here. Hey, Ben, how much do you mow a yard? Tater bites for you, $5. Donate $5 to the channel. I'll mow your yard. Just leave the gate unlocked. There we go.
Now is Adam Schiff of California. Senator Schiff, thank you so much for being here. My condolences to you for the loss of one of your colleagues. One of the
what?
The hallmarks of Senator Lindsey Graham was that he was not afraid to reach across the aisle. What are your reflections this morning?
Well, that's absolutely true.
How long before he blames Trump?
True. And I think we're all trying to wrap our heads around this giant loss. He was one of those figures that was really larger than life, that was so filled with energy that it's hard to imagine him
direct energy
gone. But you have folks in political life who can disagree and not be disagreeable about it, who can have sharp debates with you. But he had, as Tim Scott was alluding to, a wonderful sense of humor that he used to cut through the tension. He used that sense of humor in a self-effacing way. He would make jests.
Oh, gosh. I can't listen to Adam Schiff. Somebody call in so we don't have to listen to Adam Schiff. Oh, gosh.
And joining me now is Democratic Congressman Ro Khanna of California. Congressman Khanna, thank you so much for being here. My condolences to you. It's a loss for everyone in Congress.
Oh, God. Ro Khanna. Let's go here. Line 5. What do you got, line 5?
Yeah, this is Dave, Virginia.
Dave's not here. What do you got, Dave?
I just wanted to call so you wouldn't have to listen to Adam Shifty Shift. And also, they do need to take control of the body of Graham, because they got to run that autopsy and toxicology, because I really wonder if Putin might have poisoned him with that poison like he poisoned one years ago that
that have died. I worry about that.
I don't know. Lindsey Graham is adamant hatred for Putin and for the Palestinians and the Iranians. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows, man? Who knows?
Yeah,
it's
who
it's a
knows?
crazy one. Dave, thank you for calling, brother. I really appreciate your opinion this morning. God bless you.
All right. Thank you. God bless you.
Here, I've got a clip for Dave when he hangs up.
Who is it?
It's me, Dave. Open up, man. I got the stuff.
Dave's not here.
Dave's not here anymore. Dave's not here. Lines are open. Somebody tried to call in. There we go. 928. Where are you calling from, 928?
Hey, Ben, let me just throw something at you. I think this is going to energize the Republican Party. I know
Really?
I sound Pollyannish, but it has to, because when you're up against the wall, we have nowhere else to go. And I've seen it. I live on the Mexican border, and I've lived here 60 years.
Okay.
And I've seen my country go Spanish. And when you fight back, like Martin Luther King says, a man can't ride your back when you straighten it out. And I think this is going to energize the Republican Party, because look at Adam Schiff. They're bringing out the Democrats to make it sound like we're reaching across the aisle. Reaching across the aisle means there's no Save America Act.
70% of Democrats want the Save America Act. You're absolutely right, brother. What's your name? Where you call it? What part of the border are you on? Texas, Arizona, New Mexico
Jesse,
border?
Yuma, Arizona.
Yuma, Arizona. Okay.
The most beautiful city in the world. Thank you.
I've never been there. I've never been to Yuma,
Well,
Arizona.
come down. We got the best Mexican food in the world.
I
Well,
love
not
the
world,
movie. I love the original movie with Glenn Ford, 310 to Yuma. They remade
I
it,
saw
and
that.
I thought it was shit. The original one with Glenn Ford was a fantastic one. Brother, thank you,
in
for calling.
Hey, the Freedom Train came through here in 76. I begged my mom and dad to take me. What comes after 75?
76.
That's the spirit.
I love it. Jesse, you got me. God bless you. Let's go right here. Line 2. You got audio in the background. You probably, I don't know if I want to talk to you. What do you got?
The Democrats did it.
The Democrats did it. Tell me how any evidence. What evidence have you got? The Democrats did it and she hung up. We have an inside call from within the Democrat National Committee. Inside call. Let's hear it.
Well, my condolences to Senator Graham's family. He obviously...
Jesse is so right. The Democrats are tropsing out all of the hated ones. It's our condolences. It's our condolences. It's our condolences. Jesse in Yuma, Arizona, nailed it. They look like the compassionate ones. Now, we won't talk about what they do to babies. Jesse, you're 1,000% Jesse.
Served this country honorably in the Air Force. He was someone who bucked his own party on immigration, who talked about having undocumented people have a pathway.
Look at this slimy son of a bitch. Meanwhile, we have Republicans, even in this chat, tearing each other apart. Darren, that stuttering guy on, what is RAV? I don't know what RAV is. Always screens his calls. Ben takes them live. Can we get Darren line 1, Darren line 1? There we go. Jesse's right. The Democrats are coming around and looking like the compassionate side. Republicans, even in our own chat, are tearing each other apart. Ben, we all needed the Alex Jones Somali video. Thank you. DB Noise, have not been taught that in school, that alcohol thins our blood. So if Lindsey was a drunk, is a blood clot in play? DB, you bring up a great point. Democrats look like the bigger people here, the more compassionate. They love America, right? They love babies.
To citizenship. And of course, we had very profound disagreements on foreign policy. I do believe that there is a new generation that does not want these foreign wars and wants a more human rights-oriented foreign policy. But my condolences to him and recognition of his service.
He loved having those debates. And as you say, foreign policy was front and center in those debates. He had a very close relationship with Prime Minister Netanyahu. You just heard me talking to Prime Minister Netanyahu. And I do want to ask you, because you just returned from a 3-day trip to the West Bank this week.
Here's where he gets to dunk on Israel.
You say you were held by Israeli settlers with rifles. We do have some still footage that was captured by your team of the incident. We should say in a statement, the Israeli Defense Forces, or the IDF, released a statement saying IDF troops were dispatched to the scene, quickly dispersed the Israeli civilians, and reopened the blocked road. The IDF soldiers operating in the area did not take part in blocking.
I would have paid Israel a full retirement check if they would have kept Ro Khanna.
The road.
Keep
Walk us
him.
through what you experienced.
The IDF is lying. What happened was unprecedented. They had violent settlers detain American citizens, including an American government official. You had these settlers brandishing.
A congressman from California doesn't have freedom of movement in Israel. This guy is a moron. Go watch him on Sean Ryan. He gave him 5 hours to talk about it.
M4s kicking the tires off our van, laughing at us, mocking at us, videotaping
I love them even
us.
more.
We were detained for about 20 minutes, fearful of our lives. Then the IDF comes, 4 soldiers. They tell our translator that they're on the side of the settlers. They further detain us and block us in. We had to call the American embassy. Fortunately, David Brownstein helped, and he got to someone in Israel. And 75 minutes after the detention by the IDF soldiers and by these settlers, we were let through. Now, I heard the prime minister, and he says that Israel is a country of law and order. Well, let me be very specific. The prime minister needs to open an investigation on these violent settlers who are connected to
Oh, God, these people are crazy. Democrats do not have a right in any other country except for the ones that we give them here. These people are lunatics. He was helping Palestinians. Patrick, I think you're probably right. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. What an absolute clown. I wish they would have kept him as well. Bobby Lee, you're absolutely right. You are 1,000% correct. Let's go here. Let's just do it. I'm going to put a link in the chat. I always try to get 10 new members on the channel every show. Join the channel as a member. We try to get 10 new members on the show. Join in. We have a great membership here. There's a little picture back here of me and some buddies on one of the submarines that I served on in the bunk room. I think it was bunk room 4. Roe is begging for socialist votes. Not wrong. Not wrong at all. Qatar calls for an immediate halt to the fighting. Okay. We talked about that. We talked about Ro Khanna. We talked about Lindsey Graham. I want to make sure that Democrats apply 2024 lessons in Maine. Trump says Graham's death is a big blow to the SAVE Act. Okay. Crypto bill. I don't care about that. Let's go here. Lindsey Graham's death will kick off a breakneck campaign for the Senate. I agree. Let's go there. I don't want to talk about that. I don't care about that. I think CNN is a corrupt shill of a country. I agree with that comment. Not socialist, the fringe on the left. Remember to hit the like and subscribe. Absolutely. Lines are always open for anybody that wants to call in. Let's go right here. 814. Where are you calling from?
Hey, Ben, how you doing?
Living the dream.
It's Dave from Pennsylvania. I'd spoken to you before.
Dave in Pennsylvania. What would you like to say, sir?
You know, all of the problems that are going on in the country, I really don't understand why they haven't addressed this issue. It's coming from the head of the octopus, dispersed and expedited through all the tentacles, is the BO think tank. They need to eradicate that. I've told them on X, the White House, that they should really go in and seize all computers and phone records, and they'll have all the knowledge. I mean, these people are definitely working this behind the scenes. Who is paying them? That's what I would like to know. Here you have, this goes unnoticed. Susan Rice blatantly comes out and threatens MAGA supporters that once the Democrats regain control, they are coming after us, the supporters, not the politicians. They're coming after us.
Okay.
And out of the blue, Wasserman Schultz shows up at whenever they were doing the Alligator Alcatraz.
Okay.
Out of the blue, she shows up. Like, where the hell did you come from? So these people are definitely behind the scenes, and they are working this. Every single problem comes from that head.
Can I ask you one question? You bring up Susan Rice. Susan Rice maintains a home and residency in Maine. Could she replace Graham Plattner on the ticket in Maine?
That could be a possibility, but I think that she's more important within that think tank. I mean, she is one of the main people of that think tank. I mean, and why she came out of the blue and threatened Republican supporters, that just goes to show you that these people are serious.
You're not wrong. Thank you for calling, brother. I really appreciate you. God bless you. Great hot take.
Brother,
that's a hot
care.
take. Hot take of the day right there. I love it. Hot take. Susan Rice wants revenge. I agree on that one. Where's Amy Klobuchar? Minnesota, I believe, is where she's at. She's running against Mike Lindell. Mike Lindell, longtime supporter here on the channel. Line 2, go right ahead.
Hey, I'm just calling about that last report on that Democrat in Israel. And I'm nobody but shoe in the wall, but I lived 2 years in Israel. And when you drive around in the States, go, towards the border, you had a lot of pullovers or even airport, where they search every car. When you're a white man, they let you go right through. The police, even Israel.
Ro Khanna's not white.
Well, I know, that's what I'm just saying. But I mean, I didn't want to make a thing about,
Ro Khanna looks like a Palestinian.
That's exactly what I'm getting at. It's not because he's an American is why they're harassing him.
It's
As
amazing.
American people,
It's amazing the level of arrogance that Ro Khanna thinks him being a congressman means two shits to the Israeli Defense Forces.
It doesn't. It doesn't mean it. He's running the border. I mean, I have a guy that worked. Every time he went in an airplane that flew home, he was dark. He got pulled over in the airport. They'd check him out every time, going back and forth. He had problems just because he was dark skinned. They're in that application, but all in all, they're not all after you at all. As a white person, they didn't even tell me that if I got pulled over by a police officer, I had an Israel driver's license. They say, give me your American driver's license, and they'll just let you go because they don't want to deal with the paperwork.
Thank you for calling, brother. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, brother. God bless you.
God bless you. What a great call. Do me a favor, mypillow.com. Use the discount code VETERAN. You'll save 40% off. That is Mike Lindell. You want Mike Lindell to be the next governor of Minnesota? Mike Lindell, go to mypillow.com. Use the discount code VETERAN. Ro Khanna is the richest man in Congress. He's going to run for president in 2028. God help us. God help us if he does. I've got to go, and you know what? I'm going to play this before we get out of here.
Keeping the watch on the 1MC. Pass the word. Dive, dive. Sound 2 blasts of dive alarm. Pass the word. Dive, dive.
Dive, dive. Dive, dive. Here we go again. Here we go again. Same old song again. Same old song again. Marching down the avenue. Marching down the avenue. We don't know where we'll be through. We don't know where we'll be through. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Recruiter
deep, sir. Rolling in the deep, sir. Top secret mission, hush, hush. Secret mission, hush, hush. No one's gonna find us. No one's gonna find us. 6 months below the ocean. 6 months below the ocean. Can't remember the sun. Can't remember the sun. Can't write my wife no letters. Can't write my wife no letters. And Tony's gonna get her. Tony's gonna get her. But I won't trade this life away. I won't trade this life away. Makes it worth the Navy pay. Makes it worth the Navy pay. If I can't be a bobblehead. I can't be a bobblehead. Might as well just be dead. Might as well just be dead. A long, long time ago. Long, long time ago. Heard it on the radio. Heard it on the radio. Sounds so good to me. Sounds so good to me. U.S. Navy submarine. U.S. Navy submarine. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Coral Sea. I've been to Coral Sea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Korea. I've been to Korea. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Desert Storm. I've been to Desert Storm. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been to Iraq and back. I've been to Iraq and back. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Hey, sailor. Hey, sailor. Where will you be? Where will you be? I'll be where I have to be. I'll be where I have to be. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for liberty. Fighting for freedom. Fighting for freedom. Left, right, left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
Okay, guys, gals, girls, this is Ben Dyke Show. Smash a like and subscribe on your way out the door. See you in the next one. Ben Dyke Show is out. One last thing here for you. This is more and more. It doesn't look good. Some of the conspiracy theorists right here. This is hours ago. Hours ago. Lindsey Graham doesn't look real sick here, does he?
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming, Lindsey.
Yeah. Got a little update for you here.
Yeah.
Just tell me when I can talk. But good visit with the president, right?
Yeah, I think that we had really a good meeting.
Yeah,
the mood was
too,
good,
yeah.
and we had some very important results. And I think that the decision of President Trump about licenses, positive signals about Patriot licenses, very important.
That is a weird move. I'm going to say right now, I don't want to scream conspiracy. But you don't give a speech in perfect health one day, pass away the next. And I'll say this, practically all the posts that I've ever made, most of the comments I've ever made about Lindsey Graham have been critical. But this reeks. Something's off. I think it needs to be thoroughly investigated. I demand to know exactly where Hillary Clinton was. Only to the Patriots, much love and prosper. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Let me give all of you a big, giant
amen, hallelujah, and boom shakalaka.
Boom shakalaka. Y'all take care. I got to go mow the yard. You want to check out my new hat? Look at my new hat. I got me a new Stetson here. New Stetson, we're about to go ride the lawnmower. Take care, ladies and gents.